join us. So call the meeting to order. Okay, we'll take a quick roll call here to make sure that people are accounted for. Please just say aye. Rebecca?
Aye.
Bill?
Here.
Here.
Katie?
Here.
Anna? Brenda?
Here.
Bob? Present. Okay, let's begin by saying the Pledge of Allegiance, and I don't see my flag here, but I know it's here, so please join me if you wish. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Mr. Sampson, is there any additions or deletions or anything to the agenda that's been presented to us?
I don't have any for this week unless you guys do.
Okay. If anyone has not got it, any changes to the agenda, I would look for a motion to approve the agenda as shown.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Katie on the motion,
I'll second.
seconded by Bill. Any other discussion? A yes vote would be for approval. Bob, yes. Brenda?
Yeah.
Anna? Katie?
Yes.
Bill?
Yes.
Rebecca?
Yes.
Okay, that passes by a 5-0 vote. We have no scheduled presenters. Reports and communication, school board rep. Is Crescent here by any chance?
I haven't seen Crescent come in, but Anna just came into the meeting.
Hi, Anna.
Hi.
We just said the pledge and approved the agenda as shown, so just to catch you up. No Crescent is here, so school board committee reports. Does anyone have a committee report that they'd like to share with us? Nothing at all? Okay, we're then moving on to administrative board reports. Is Jen's has been delivered already to us.
Jen is here tonight.
Jen, do you have any comments, anything else for us?
Evening, and no, I do not other than what was stated in my report.
Okay. Any questions for Jen, if you've had a chance to review that? Okay, middle school, high school tech. Tim, anything for you in addition to what you've shown us?
Well, just since my board report was turned in, the COVID committee announced that we're going to be bringing or allowing students to be back together. So that's been a lot of planning, and a lot of people have helped out to make that happen. And we're looking forward to having all students back in the building.
Okay. It's not one of our standing committees, but maybe when we get down to the superintendent's report, we can just plug into the COVID committee. We have 2 representatives here just to put their 2 cents in worth how everything is going. I don't know if our soup has got.
I've got
First, we'll do the community ed and activities. Reed, do you have anything more than your report?
Nothing really more than the report, other than I just received the spring guidance for the high school league here about 15 minutes ago. And I've already sent that off to all the spring head coaches, but it does not, unfortunately, have any details about masking requirements yet. So that's more to come yet, but that's really the only change. And the other piece is that I'm still trying to gather some more details about live stream options in regards to revenue moving forward. I just received some information from our tech guy Aaron here about a half hour ago. So I need to look into just a few more things.
Okay, do you have any questions for Reed? Anyone?
Oh, thanks for looking into that for us, Reed.
Yep.
Okay, maintenance and operations. Is Dave with us by any chance?
No, I haven't seen Dave come on.
Okay. Soup's report. Jeff, what have you got for us?
Actually, the first thing, if my screen cooperates here, is I wanted to make sure that the board was aware of, and this is in my report, is linked in my report. This is the school board and referendum pamphlet that MSBA hands out. And you can either go to the MSBA website and retrieve it, or it's linked into my soup report. As we start going down the process of getting into the bond vote and levy vote on May 11th, please familiarize yourself with this back and front document. It's a short read, but there's good information in there. I got an update from Kraus Anderson today. They are getting me the draft brochure tomorrow that it would be sent out to the community. And so hopefully we will get that information out right away. I know people are kind of starting to ask more and more questions about it. I've got about 4 or 5 presentations lined up already for the different community groups. And so the process is starting to move forward for getting information out. And then the other piece is Tim mentioned the learning model update on March 22nd. We are combining the A and B cohorts and coming back in 6 through 12, Monday through Thursday, with Friday still being a win day in the high school. And so we'll have all of our kids in K through 12, Monday through Thursday, with Friday being win days among other selected items moving forward. So that's pretty exciting news. We just want to have a reminder that we still all need to mask and social distance and wash our hands, because we are, as the governor says, getting closer to the finish line, but we still have to get to the finish line to make sure we finish everything off. And so this isn't the time to lose focus on what's important and making sure that we get through the pandemic. And finally, the vaccine update. All of our staff have been at least offered a chance for the vaccine at this point. And if they chose to take it, they should have their scheduled shot coming up. Was it last Friday? Or no, it's coming up this Friday, is the last round of about 5 or 6 people, I think, was the very end of it. And that was mainly volunteers and people that don't have a whole lot of student contact in our building. So, if I remember correctly. Other than that, that is all I have.
As you're setting the table for the referendum on our behalf, as board members, we can't speak to it directly. Is that true?
As the Kraus, we are, our job as board members, so depending on what hat you are wearing at the time, nobody takes away anybody's First Amendment rights. But if you're working on behalf of the school district at the time, you need to be in an information only mode, if that makes sense. You cannot be acting on behalf of the school district and promoting a yes or a no piece to that. Is kind of the basics of it.
So we can give factual information as we know it, factual information.
Yeah, working in a board capacity, yes, give out factual information. And we will be having that ready for you guys to kind of keep in your hip pocket, I guess, for questions that may come up, or popular questions that may come up.
So, Bob,
Yep.
I think your question really goes around the vote yes committee, that you couldn't be a member of that and go around promoting.
I get so leery when people just want to have some casual conversation, and as board members, we see the need for the referendum on all facets, but we really can't promote it. We just have to give them information. Or if I'm in my office, for instance, or Anna is in her office and she gets questions about it, are we okay to promote it, or is that not the right thing?
Well, it'd be that you're answering the questions around the information of the questions that are going to be on the referendum, where it's coming from, that sort of thing.
Mhm.
And as the Krause-Anderson guy says, nobody's taking away your First Amendment rights.
Right.
And so you can either advocate or not advocate for it, I guess, however you see fit. But you can't do it in the official capacity as a board member.
Yep, okay. I would like to ask both Rebecca and Bill how their interaction on the COVID committee is going. Do you have any input at all?
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend on Friday. I had a prior work commitment, so I wasn't in attendance. But I understood where the committee was kind of leaning from the week before, so.
Yep. Anything for us on that, Rebecca, or not?
I mean, I think we've talked as a COVID advisory committee, you know, these are difficult decisions. We're balancing different priorities, you know, and I think we have kind of reached a point where we've had, you know, like Jeff said, you know, everyone's been offered a vaccine and, you know, looking at what's best for students. And I do want to say that I am consistently impressed with the response from, all of administration and sort of getting this put together. It's not easy to sort of shift a lot of this stuff. And so, you know, conversations even about lunches and stuff like that. So there's a lot of thought that goes into this and making sure that when we're welcoming students back, it's going to be an environment that, you know, is going to be as safe as we can possibly make it. And that's not easy. And I guess it's also worth noting too, I think, you know, recognizing, you know, for some of the teachers, this looks a little bit different in terms of their classroom management and stuff. And we recognize that as well. And like I said, I just really want to say I appreciate the work that's being done to do this. It's not an easy task.
Thank you.
Hey, Bob, before we move into the next items, if you guys are done with questions, Reed
Sure.
just texted me and asked if he could mention another thing or two here.
Thanks, Jeff here. I was looking at my board report and trying to drive and wait for my daughter to text me all at the same time. And I forgot about dance advancing to state. They won sections. They won the high kick here on Friday night. And they placed second in jazz. And we advanced this coming Friday and Saturday to Edina High School. So that's exciting. About a 4:10 and a 4:15 start both times. And if we have any details coming out on streaming, I'll make sure that I publish that and let everybody know.
A rich tradition.
Jamie told me 21st consecutive year.
Yeah, wow. Well, congratulate them for us, and we publicly congratulate them as well. Good for them.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Next is public input. Due to data privacy concerns, a speaker may not address criticism toward an individual district employee during public input. Does anyone wish to speak to the board about district, anything pertaining to the district at this time? You're allowed 3 to 5 minutes, and you heard that disclaimer. Anyone wish to speak? Moving on. Action items. We have no old business. Under new business, consideration to approve the retirement request effective November 17th of 2021. Jeff?
This is for Joyce Esker, and we do wish her luck in her retirement coming up, if so approved by the board, and thank her for her service to our district.
Thank her for her service, for sure. I would look for a motion to approve the retirement request for Joyce Esker, November 17th, 2021. Motion?
I'll make the motion. This is Anna.
Anna on the motion, a second, please.
I'll second. It's Katie.
Second by Katie. Any other discussion? We will miss her.
Yes.
Indeed.
A yes vote would be for the approval of the retirement request effective November 17th. Bob, yes. Brenda?
Yes.
Anna?
Yes.
Katie?
Yes.
Bill?
Yes.
Rebecca?
Yes.
That passes by a 6-0 vote. Consideration to approve the 2021 list of spring coaches. Reed, anything to add here?
No, we have a couple more track coaches that we're looking to hire, but other than that, everything is as is unshown.
Okay. I would look for a motion, and then we can always discuss behind that motion in second. Motion to approve.
It's Rebecca. I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Rebecca. Second.
I'll second. This is Brenda.
Thank you, Brenda. Any other discussion? Okay, a yes vote would be for the approval of the coaches as shown. Rebecca,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Katie,
Yes.
Anna,
Yes.
Brenda,
Yes.
Bob, yes. That passes by a 6-0 vote. Consideration to approve the 21 resolution relating to establishing the location for absentee voting for the school district elections not held on the day of the statewide election. A mouthful. Jeff, would you like to elaborate a little bit before we go through this?
Yep, with our special election vote coming up on May 11th, we need to designate an absentee voting location. And we are recommending that we put that in the district office where people would have to stop by and vote absentee ballot or early vote if they so wish. And this resolution clarifies that.
Okay. We'll need a motion in a second, and then the clerk can do her reading and call for vote. Motion.
It's Rebecca. I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Rebecca. In the
I'll
second.
second. This is Anna.
Thank you, Anna.
You
We
ready?
have a motion and a second. Other discussion. Clerk, it's
All right.
yours.
Resolution relating to establishing the location for absentee voting for school district elections not held on the day of a statewide election. Be it resolved by the school board, the Board of Independent School District number 252, Cannon Falls Area Schools, Minnesota, the school district as follows. It is hereby found, determined, and declared that the board hereby establishes the school district offices 820 East Minnesota Street, Cannon Falls, Minnesota, as the location for absentee voting with respect to school district elections not held on the day of a statewide election. So we'll take the roll call. Bob,
Yes.
Brenda,
Yes.
Anna,
Yes.
Bill,
Yes.
Rebecca,
Yes.
and Katie, yes.
Okay, that passes by a 6-0 vote. Okay, team, it appears that the world's shortest agenda looks like it's completed. As you can see, the informational items for our next meeting, please review them and be prepared. And if there's anything that you feel necessary to put on the board, check with either Lori or Jeff, and we can see if we can get it on. Does anyone wish to speak to the cause before we sign off? This is a wow time for us. I would look for a motion to adjourn.
I'll move to adjourn.
Thank you, Brenda. Second.
I'll second. This is Anna.
Thank you, Anna. Any other discussion? We have a motion and a second on the floor to adjourn our meeting for this evening. A yes vote would be to confirm that. Bob, yes. Brenda?
Yes.
Anna?
Yes.
Katie?
Yes.
Bill?
Yes.
Rebecca?
Yes.
That passes by a 6-0 vote. Okay, good meeting, quick meeting. And we are now officially adjourned. Thank you for attending.